Whoever wins this one will have their name engraved in the Pantheon of World Warriors!
Wow, look at the graphics. Those wonderful graphics that anyone that Nintendo fans create. Anyone as a Nintendo fan wants.
It's fun family time with the Vidya Bros.
Why did you just go into a Mexican Luigi voice?
What are you talking about?
That just sounded like a Mexican Luigi voice.
No, that would be this. Geoffrey, it's time for fun family time at Vidya Bros.
You know what? Just fucking go play multiplayer. I'm gonna go and, you know, you be Luigi, I'm gonna kick your ass.
What are we doing? Grand Prix versus race death battle?
We'll do a versus race first.
Wait, why did I say death battle? Alright, fun. Yeah, that way I can unlock more stuff.
Go to mirror.
Oh, yeah, whatever. That's fun. Yeah,
so tips, really quick, just for you people out there.
I'll be Metal Mario.
If you, like if you click Metal Mario, like, if you see Metal Mario, and then you go, like, to, I'm gonna go like this, like, if you click on, you see the speed right there, right? Which, which is that, like that, but then you go to, like, well, I can't go back now for some reason.
You were saying there's a way to check your speed on your character.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's the speed on your
cards. But watch, go back now. I hit the back button. Now if I pick like if I pick any of the baby characters, like I'll pick this. With the same cart though, watch. Well, you have to pick your character now. It doesn't even matter. The same cart that I had before, but look at the speed. It just dropped all the way down.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Each character has their own shit, but I'm not.
I'll stick to Metal Mario. So yeah, as we said, welcome back.
Well, just for that now.
Okay, then.
They should have Shadow Mario in this game, at least. Like, that's the only other Mario I'd want in this game.
I'm kind of surprised they don't.
Like, I'm not saying go overboard and decide,
we got plenty of playable bad guys, but we need Shadow Mario. That'd be cool. Well, technically, you do have Shadow Mario. We have Bowser Jr.
But he doesn't turn into Bowser. Like, that's the thing, though. Like, I was telling you before, though, like, in Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, each character had their own different version of, like, a Final Smash kind of move.
Yeah.
That helps you in the game. And you really only get that if it's a rare occasion, or if you're, like, in last place. You always get it.
Yeah.
But, what's it called? Like, they should have it in here, where you can do, the Final Smash and whatnot. Like Peach will make everyone fall asleep, so you can just go right past them. Or, like, Bowser, return to Bowser, not Bowser Jr. I mean, Bowser Jr. returned to, like, Shadow Mario. Don't know what he would do, though, but...
what are you gonna select?
That's what I'm trying to do, because I'm gonna see this one. And I'm going for...
Yeah, Pink Gold Peach is...
Oh, you don't have the thingy.
What?
I had a bunch of these unlocked already. Where I had a Squirrel one, and I had the Bowser one.
So, normally I select the Vidya Bros profile as a profile for games on the show, but I'm only gonna do that with, like, I'm thinking of only doing that with story-based games. A game like this, I don't really think it matters at all, so...
No.
Yeah. So what you're saying is select my normal profile. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do that from now on. Fuck.
Let's go to the, Go up a second. Because I want to see what... They didn't add any new stages into this part, so...
In Grand Prix, no.
No, go down. Where's the other one with F... Is that the Yoshi one? That's F-Zero? Yeah.
Which one?
They have Mute City, and then the other one has... And the animal...
Blue.
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
I'll try that one, because that one has, like, all the cool ones.
This one?
Yeah.
I like that they have an Excite-Bike level. That's actually that makes sense. That
does.
What they should do, though, is at least add an Excite-Bike character to play as. Even though they aren't very memorable character names. I never remembered the name of the characters from Excite-Bike, so I'm like, yeah, just...
Well, what do you mean? They have names?
I'm saying, like, no one's gonna... I don't remember what their names are, because it's, like, not like an iconic character like, okay, well, Captain Falcon.
No, all it is
Mario
it's just named Excite-Bike.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know what they would name them.
Unless you get Excite Truck.
Yeah.
I never played that game.
I remember they were saying on the podcast for a while back that had...
oh, this screws me up. I forgot this is backwards.
The Pizza Party podcast that had Nearest Q on it like, they were talking about games at one part, because sometimes they'll talk about video games in their podcasts, and he was the guest star after he did that whole video shitting on Pam, and he was saying, they were asking about, like, and talking about certain games, and they're like, what about you, Universe? Did you ever play the Excitebike game on the N64? And he's like, yeah, I did. I don't remember it being that much fun, though.
I forgot they had one of the N64. You know what they have to do, though? They have to, like...
Oh, I didn't know he grabs me coins. That's cool. I never really got the product plant that much. Yeah, I can't, like, turn at all for some reason.
What do you mean?
When I try to press the the trigger button to like turn, it doesn't really turn.
You don't have the smart thing on that what?
What do you mean?
I have smart steering. Well, you have.
How do you turn it on?
L, and then turn off. Push R, and then that's what you want because you don't want auto accelerate.
I do or don't?
You don't, because then you can just let the controller do whatever it wants. And all you have to do is push L and R. Which I just want to try that, like at the very end of this.
For you, Iggy.
I want to try that thing that Game Explain did, just to see if Luigi can win.
Actually, I don't think that was Iggy that was on me.
Because Game Explain did it. If you don't want Game Explain or whatever, fuck the Piranha Plant. I should not have been able to do that, but it's whatever. But Game Explain did a video where in this game they added 2 features. One's called Smart Steering and one's called Auto Accelerate. Meaning, Smart Steering allows you to not fall off of ledges or knock into edges.
Wow, that was crazy what I just did.
And then you have Auto Accelerate, meaning that you don't have to
take that, Roy.
You don't have to push the controller button to accelerate to drive. It'll do it for you. All you have to do is push left and right. But Game Explain decided to do a challenge where...
Great, now Daisy and Roy are in front of me.
Where they thought, what would happen if we put Luigi up on there, put Smart Accelerate and Auto Accelerate on, and do nothing.
Dumbass is right into my banana peels. So, between this... After I finish this, because I'm about to reach the goal, not that I'll get first place because 2 people are in front of me. Oh, no, I was wrong. I got first place. I beat Koopa and Daisy.
What? I
beat Roy, Koopa, Troopa, and Daisy R2.
Alright, hold on one second. I want to take this.
What are you doing?
I wanted to move it out of the way. I can't. It's hard to see.
Oh, so it was... Oh, Iggy and Lemmy are both in this race, okay. So you want me to read this funny thing to you that one of the guys from Killswitch was saying in between songs when I saw Anthrax and Killswitch last night?
Sure.
One of the guys was saying, like, after one of the songs, he's like, who's going to get pizza after the show? And, you know, making people go ape shit, like, things they were saying, like, and he's like, who's going to Little Vincent's? Who's going to have 2 slices of pizza after? Who's going after to have 1 slice of pizza and have sex with it? Yeah, there's nothing good like a pizza jerk-off. There's nothing like a good pizza jerk-off, is what he said. And I couldn't stop laughing when he said that. And then he's like, it's kind of like having sex with my ex-wife. It's cold and not satisfying.
Oh!
When he said that, I was like, damn.
Yo.
Imagine if his ex-wife finds out about that. I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna probably try to chop his dick off or something.
I couldn't tell you. That was such a low blow right there.
That wasn't even Howard Jones, which is the lead singer, saying that either. It was like the guitarist or something was saying this. And it was so funny, oh my god. That band's great. I tried getting into him in like 9th grade, and I listened to him for a little while, and then kind of forgot about him, but Killswitch is a great band, man. My brother, I told you, when he had a band when I was in high school, his band opened up for them at Jones Beach in 2009, during the summer that year.
Really?
Yeah. How they arranged that, I don't have a clue. But it was cool, though. But Anthony's band was one of the 2 local bands that opened up. There was always usually these local bands that I don't...
You need to stop getting, like, in front of me.
There's always these, like, local bands I never ever heard of, or ever hear of in my life until, like, I see them at a show that I go to. And most of the time, people don't really care for them. Like, Martyr D, I remember, opened up for one of the shows I went to, and I'm like, no one's, like, heard of these guys, and...
What the fuck is Martyr D?
Martyr D? I don't know, there's some, like, shitty, like, opening band. Like, some, like, local band, I don't know. But, like... I didn't really like them. I forgot who they opened up for. It might have been for Judas Priest, or one of the times I saw Anthrax, or...
you fucking...
Or it might have been for when I saw Testament, and then when I was supposed to see Overkill, but Bobby Blitz from Overkill ended up having pneumonia, so the band canceled their performance, and it was just Testament.
Oh.
And it was for their Dark Roots of Thrash tour, which was for Testament's newest CD that came out a couple years ago called The Dark Roots of Earth.
You fucking dick.
So I've seen Testament like twice, and they recently played the Paramount again, but it was on the same day that I went to see Periphery the Contortionist and this band Anthony likes called Norma Jean. And it was a show that Anthony had gotten me a ticket for my birthday for already, so it's not like if I wanted to, I could have even seen Testament, which sucks. It would have been cool seeing them a third time, they're great. But it was on the same night of the show I went to a couple weeks ago that I was just talking about. And I feel bad because the next day, Christian was telling me Jared had actually bought me a ticket for that show.
Really?
Yeah. Wow, add insult to injury. I trip over something.
How is Christian more friend with Jared than you were?
Because I've been living in his shadow for too long.
Who?
Christian's shadow.
No, you have not.
No. Anytime I was in school and there was people that knew both of us, even people that were my friends before they were his friends, it's like, okay, well, Brandon, fuck him, he's nobody. So I'd rather be friends with Christian. He's cool. He's cooler.
You gotta push A.
So it's like I was always. It's kind of like Luigi and Mario. No one cares about Luigi, and he gets like no credit. You know, it's just like Mario.
You're Luigi though.
So it's like I'm the one living in his shadow. But what did you think about that thing with that guy from Killswitch?
That was fucking crazy. You know, having sex with pizza, you know, it's like having sex with my ex-wife. It's cold and unsatisfying.
It's so funny. When he said that, I'm like, wait, I wish I could turn back time now so I can fathom what he just said. One of the funniest things, like, I heard in the podcast, I didn't tell you this, but, like, because I was waiting purposely to tell you next time I recorded, but that guy Saber Spark was on the news podcast again. So this is like his second time being on the podcast, and I love that guy's videos. The guy's great. But what he said was so funny. Like, there was towards the end of the podcast, he was talking about like bad experiences working at past jobs, and he said he worked at Starbucks a couple of months ago.
Oh, fuck you, whoever that was. I'm going Mario.
He worked at Starbucks a few months ago, and he said that there was this homeless black guy working, just sleeping in the corner there, and like the management like asked him to like leave. They were like telling him like, "Sir, I'm sorry, but like you can't be here." Like it was just some random homeless guy that was just sleeping in the corner, and the guy woke up and he seemed like calm at first, and then he got all pissed off and angry, and he's just like, "Shit, fuck, man," and then like walked out all pissed. And there was one of their regulars that came in as this guy was getting mad, and he was like the whitest white guy you could ever meet, he said. That's what Saber Spark was saying.
The whitest white guy you can ever meet.
Like, he was just way too white. And he's coming in the door and coming into the place, and the homeless man's just like, "What's good?" and calls him like the N-word. "Shit's fucked, man," and just walks out. And they're like, "Why was he so mad? We did nothing to him. All we did was tell him he needs to leave."
Sarah, I'm sorry.
You called the whitest white man the N-word.
You know what happened? One of my coworkers at my job, like just the thing now that everyone does.
Wow, now I'm getting
where they say the N-word all the time. Means like, and the guy's like white, like But he kind of like Christian. He's like,
Nigga.
Dude, why are you saying that while we're recording?
he watches.
I don't know. Maybe someone.
I'm saying he kind of like Christian. I'm not saying.
Oh, I was just saying because maybe someone that knows it, like
No, he's not
Christian
gonna-
that watches.
No, but
Wow, I did terrible this time. This time I got in first place. That's probably why, because I got first in like the first 2 matches, and now I got 9.
I went up ahead.
My rank is still first though.
So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys
In the next episode.
in the next episode.